Hey there, thank you for being here. I know it's not always easy to open up about the pain we carry, especially the kind that started when we were young. The truth is, many of us grew up with wounds we didn't have words for. This video is about something many people live with silently: the childhood trauma. Not just the things that happened, but the love, safety, and support that never did. If you've ever felt invisible in your own home, or emotionally abandoned while surrounded by people, this is for you. Before we dive into this, I want you to know you're not alone. You're not the only one who has carried this weight, and you don't have to face it by yourself. This video is a step in the journey to understanding, healing, and most importantly, to finding peace. I didn't grow up with my family. I was sent away to a hostel, a child in a crowd, yet somehow, always alone. I watched others laugh, but their warmth never reached me. I learned to smile, but it never reached my heart. There were nights I cried with no one noticing, days I smiled so others wouldn't ask what's wrong. I wasn't punished, but I was never truly held either. I began to wonder, is this what life is supposed to be? And I thought, maybe this is normal, maybe this is just life. Trauma doesn't always come from violence or shouting. Sometimes, it's the silence that leaves the deepest scars. Trauma isn't only caused by bad things that happen to you, it's also caused by the good things that should have happened, but never did. Trauma is when your emotional needs weren't met. It's when your small heart needed protection, but got pressure. When you needed hugs, but got orders. When you needed someone to say, "I see you," but all you heard was, "Why are you like this?" You had dreams, little, innocent ones. Maybe you were someone who loved to dance. Your feet moved to every beat. Your heart lit up with every rhythm. Or maybe singing made you feel alive, like your voice had a place in the world. But no one noticed, no one asked, no one offered to take you. And slowly, you stopped asking too, not because the dream faded, but because you learned dreams don't survive alone. So you kept those dreams hidden, buried under silence, under fear. But why does something from childhood still affect us so deeply, even years later? Why does trauma stay and shape our whole life? The brain of a child is still being built, like wet clay. Every word, every silence, every cold look, becomes part of your foundation. So when you're told to be strong before you even know what love is, when you're ignored, blamed, or compared, you grow up confusing pain with normal, and love starts to feel unsafe. Childhood trauma isn't just a moment, it's a pattern, a deep message that repeats in your mind. You are not safe, you are not enough, love is something you must earn. And this message doesn't go away when you grow up, it becomes the voice inside your head. Even when you try to heal, trauma doesn't just let you go. It whispers, "Don't trust this new feeling, it won't last, you're not worthy of peace." Push them away before they leave you. This is called emotional flashback. A part of you still believes you're that child, unheard, unsafe, unloved. So you start pushing people away, before they get the chance to leave. You ruin the good moments, not because you want to, but because a part of you believes you don't deserve them. Or you become too good, too kind, too quiet, just to stay liked. You stop asking for help. You pretend it doesn't hurt. But inside, your inner child is still waiting for someone to say, "You didn't deserve that and I'm sorry." Trauma doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers in the form of depression. When you've been hurt for so long, your mind finds ways to shut down. You carry this weight of sadness, but it doesn't always show up as tears. Sometimes it just feels empty. Depression in childhood trauma doesn't always come with sadness. It comes with numbness. It feels like no matter how much you try, nothing ever fills the void. You may smile, go through the motions, but inside, there's a part of you still stuck in the past, still hurting. And it's because you've learned that emotions, they're either ignored or punished, so you hide them. But they're there, waiting for the moment to surface. You might feel like you're drowning in the stillness, and that's okay. It's not weakness. It's the result of unhealed pain. Healing is not a straight line. It's crying in the middle of a good day. It's remembering things you wish you could forget. It's forgiving people who never said sorry, just so you can be free. But most importantly, healing is choosing to love that little version of you, the one who needed love and didn't get it. You're not dramatic, you're not overthinking, you're finally feeling what you were forced to ignore for years. To anyone who's still carrying that pain, you're not alone. Many of us were forced to grow up without guidance, without softness, and now we're adults, learning how to live when no one taught us how. We're reparenting ourselves, teaching our inner child that love can be safe, that we don't have to beg for attention, that we can be soft and strong, that we don't need to be perfect to be loved. You deserve a new story. The pain you carry isn't your fault, but the healing, that's your right. You don't have to carry the burden anymore. You don't have to explain yourself to people who never tried to understand. You don't have to stay in survival mode. You are allowed to rest, to feel, to receive, to be held, even if it's by your own arms, at first. If you're watching this and crying, it means there's still hope in you. A part of you still believes life can be better, and it can. You're not behind, you're just becoming. This pain won't last forever, but your courage, that's permanent. Thank you so much for being here and listening. If this touched your heart, please consider subscribing, sharing this with someone who might need it, and leaving a comment below. Your words might be the light someone else is waiting to see. You're not alone, and you never have to heal alone either. Take care of your beautiful heart, and I'll see you in the next video.